pieces of it, and he said that it absolutely wasn't true. Are we buying what Sherman is selling, or was this just a good Denzel impersonation here?
No. Look, Pete Carroll, spoke last week on the subject, and he didn't deny that there were some issues. To say it's turmoil is probably the wrong word. To say it's tension is probably the proper word. And look, I spoke to a lot of players. I know a lot of guys in this locker room, and yeah, maybe they don't all hang out together. Maybe they don't all vibe with Russell Wilson. But they will ride with him. Every one of those guys, Sherman, Cliff Averill, they will tell you Russell Wilson is their guy, and they will ride with him. And speaking to someone from the organization, they basically told me this. When they got there, Pete Carroll and this group got there a couple of years ago, they felt they had a nice group of guys. They wanted to go out and specifically get some guys with an edge, guys with chips on their shoulder who are very hungry. Now they've got to manage, to quote them, the individual's individualism. Everyone's got to respect everyone else. But, David, I mean, there's tension there. But as Richard Sherman said, they've won. They've found ways to work on it. It's been a good formula.
Football is unique because there's an offense and a defense. You get basketball, they play both ways. There's a little bit of a divide, and it's natural in NFL locker rooms where the offense is kind of here, the defense is kind of here. You compete every day against each other. And you got guys like you talked about that they brought in that have a little bit of an edge on their and a little chip on their shoulder. It's only natural for them to be a little frustrated when the defense has been that good for so long. They feel like they should have won more. And I'm with them. I think that is real. I think Richard Sherman is a good actor. I think that there's exactly some turmoil there. I don't think that it's anything that's going to be something that tears this team apart. But, yeah, they would absolutely love to have a couple more championships.
Well, and part of it, and that stems from this ESPN article, is there are guys in this locker room who cannot forgive the decision not to give the ball to Marshawn Lynch.
That's 100% real.
Yep. They cannot forgive that. They bring it up whenever there's something to be questioned right there. Yep. And that's just something that they have to get over if they're going to move forward, because there's nothing they can do about it.
2 years ago. I get it. It was a huge deal.
I'm telling you, guys still talk about it.
No, I totally believe that. Is this tension, and I think you're right, that's probably a better word than turmoil, is this tension the biggest issue on this team right now, or they're on the field issues?
I don't think it's an issue right now. I think, as I talk about guys with chips on their shoulder, this is the big chip that's going to bring them all together. Okay, everyone says we got all these issues. Let's show them that we don't have issues. You saw them on the sideline last year lock arms and kind of after the Kaepernick stuff. These are guys who can pull it together at any moment and win football games.
I also think you just want to talk strictly X's and O's. They have to fix the offensive line, whether it be some guys stepping up in the offseason here in the spring. Hopefully there's some plays made in minicamp, and they feel good about that unit. But they ask their offensive line coach to do too much. They ask Russell Wilson to do too much with what they have in front of them.
Good points.
No, the offensive line's been an issue